Hey guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button if you like this video. With that, let's get into it. He pushed through all the rubble, desperate to find you. You had gone on patrol this morning, and he was scheduled to go later. But when he got a call that there had been a villain attack, and you were missing, he rushed over as quickly as possible. All the civilians had already been evacuated as he blasted through the debris. He soon stopped, scared that he might hurt you doing so. "Juan, hold on. I'm coming," he screamed at the top of his lungs as he heard you yelp when concrete fell next to you. It was a weak and quiet yelp, but he couldn't help but let out a sigh of relief after hearing your voice, knowing you were still alive. He swam through the rubble, pulling bits of concrete from the place he had heard your voice. "Hold on, sweetheart. I've almost got you." You could hear the panic in his voice as he tried to comfort you. Your head was spinning, and you couldn't concentrate on his words. Not that it mattered though, you thought, smiling sadly as you looked down at the gaping wound in your abdomen. Light started to peek through, and you could see his terrified scarlet eyes as he looked relieved to see your face. But the more debris you tore away, the more his eyes were filled with pain and despair. His breath hitched in his throat as he saw you bleeding out, hands starting to shake and eyes looking frantically around for something or someone to help. He was about to touch you, but quickly stopped, knowing that it was not ideal for you to be moved. You, on the other hand, knew that you weren't going to make it, and longed for him to hold you and kiss you one last time, just one last time, before you had to part from this world. As he was looking around, you tugged on his trousers, getting his attention. Your voice was as loud as a whisper, so he crouched down and placed his ear next to your mouth. "Please hold me one last time, Katsu." He shuts up at your request. This wasn't going to be the last time he held you. He still had his whole life to do that. You both did. With tears streaming down his face, he shook his head, stuttering out that it wouldn't be the last time and that you would be fine. He screamed for paramedics. You couldn't help but feel bad for him. You didn't want it to end like this. You wanted him to be happy, to die, knowing that he'd go on while you couldn't. You wanted to know, to be reassured that he'd be okay after you left. But after hearing his heart-wrenching screams, the guilt gnawed at your already fragile form. How you wanted to spend eternity in his arms. But alas, fate wasn't on your side. But no, it was. It was fate that let you meet the greatest man alive, that let you have Katsuki, all for you to keep, until the day you died. And you wouldn't have it any other way. You wonder if it would have been better if it weren't you. If it were any other person, someone who you could actually live and grow with. You let out a tired sigh. If anything, you are more than grateful for the time you spent with him. You took his hand in yours and shook your head weakly. He broke down in sobs and pulled you up, your back resting on his lap, arms around your shoulders as his tears dropped onto your face. You shakily reached up to hold his cheek, and he placed his hand on top of yours once it had reached that, with his hand still grabbing yours. On his cheek, he bent down and placed a soft, delicate kiss on your forehead. He kissed you multiple times, whispering that he loved you forever and always, begging you not to leave him, because you were all he had. You were everything to Katsuki, just like he was everything to you. All of a sudden, as you heard the paramedics getting closer, you felt extremely sleepy, as if you hadn't slept in days. I'm tired, Katsu. I'm going to take a nap. Alright, baby? Don't close your eyes. Please, don't close your eyes. I love you, Katsu. I love you so much. Katsuki shook you, desperate to keep you from succumbing to a sleep you will not be waking up from. Before you could close your eyes, you smiled at him, the smile that you loved so much, the smile that he treasured and held so close to his heart. And then your eyes closed as you drifted into an eternal sleep. Katsuki screamed into the sky, pulling your body closer to him as he buried his face in your hair, shaking you. If only he had been there sooner. If only he had been with you. If only he had been able to protect you. But you couldn't. You couldn't do the one thing he promised to do. He couldn't keep you with him. And now, he lost you. Forever. The world may have lost a great hero, but Bakugou Katsuki lost his whole world. Thank you guys for listening. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. I hope you enjoyed listening to this as much as I did making it. Anyway, goodbye.